Okay, so what we just did in class just now is they took that template and cut out all of those little boxes. And then some of them glued them in their notebooks like this. Other kids made a book. Hey, Kelsey, can I see your book? Made a book like that. Okay. This is super handy to have. You'll want this for your next test because you can use it on your next test. All right, there you go. All right. Hey, but we're going to start going through this and filling it in. All right. So if you've got your little chemical reaction, and sorry, you may have to turn around for this one. If you want to turn your desk around or just leave it like that and just kind of crane around. I'm going to show you something real quick here in just a minute. But we're going to look at synthesis reactions first. Okay. For synthesis reactions, this is where two or more substances react to form a single substance. When two or more substances react to form a single substance, or you could put a new substance, but on synthesis reactions, it's where two or more substances react to form a single substance. So if you had A plus B, it would yield what? AB, because you want to make sure that whatever's on the left side as reactants you show as products. So A plus B would yield AB. Okay, so think about the next part where you have NaCl. Okay, how would you form NaCl? What two things would you have to have? Na, sodium, Na plus, how do we write chlorine gas though? What? Cl2. So Na plus Cl2. So right there, you would put Na plus Cl2 yields NaCl. And what's the problem with that? It's not balanced. So go ahead and balance it while you're here. Go ahead and balance that. Okay. So when you're balancing that equation, you got Na plus Cl2 yields NaCl. You want to make sure you have the right amount of atoms, the same amount of atoms on both sides. The only thing you can use to do that is coefficients. Jacob, what did you end up with? Very good. 2Na plus Cl2 yields 2NaCl. Very good. Okay. Go ahead and write that other reaction then. How would you form water? How do you form H2O? So write it down, see what you think. Okay, so you have H2 plus what? O2. H2 plus O2 yields H2O, and then you would need to balance it, right? Okay, so you would balance that equation. H2 plus O2 yields H2O. And then we're going to write one more reaction, but this time I want you to look at this. Okay, I'm going to start with a piece of magnesium metal. Okay, it's magnesium metal. We know that it's metal because it's malleable, right? And if you look at it, it's shiny. Okay, so I'm going to take magnesium, and then I'm going to have to add some activation energy to it. I wonder if I should do this back here now. Okay. If I can get it to like 3 hours later. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, look away. Anyway. So when you have that, though, you have a lot of energy produced, okay? So energy gets produced in this reaction. Now, first of all, energy is not matter, okay? So you don't really want to put it as like an actual product. We will talk more about that later. You could show it as plus energy later on. But the other thing I want to point out, though, is, if I can pick it up without burning myself, the other thing that gets produced is this, which to me looks like bird poop, all right? But it changed the magnesium. This is called magnesium oxide. So besides magnesium, what other substance is there? Oxygen, right? Okay, so let's write our reaction for this, okay? We're going to write a synthesis reaction. So what substance did we start with? Mg. So you would write Mg, and you can write it right there on that paper. Mg. It reacted with what? O2. Very good. Mg plus O2. It reacted with the oxygen in the air. Of course, we had to add some activation energy, some heat, but you don't have to really worry about that right now. And then it yielded, it produced. So what would we put in instead of saying produce? What symbol? An arrow, right? So Mg plus O2 arrow. And then magnesium oxide, the formula is just Mg and then capital O. Like OMG, but backwards, okay? Mg and then capital O. Capital M, little g, capital O. Maybe not completely backwards. All right, so Mg plus O2 yields MgO, and then you would need to balance it.